let's just sew whatever.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are making the Aries crossbody into a clear wristlet or zipper pouch. I saw Shannon make some wristlets out of this pattern and I was like, I want to make a clear one while Dorothy's napping and I have time. So we're just going to get into it. It's super quick and I hope you enjoy. Making the clear Aries wristlet, we are going to need our 2 exterior main panel cut from clear vinyl. We need our, this is a exterior zipper tab. I only need to cut 1 of these. And then this is our top zipper cut to the pattern's specifications. So I'm gonna fray check this really quick. You could, if you wanted to cut 2 exterior zipper tabs and have 1 zipper tab on each end, you could do that, but I'm gonna do Shannon's quick little method to square off your zipper tape. So you're just gonna take this edge and fold it to the side like that, and then fold this down. So she says for her it's the most foolproof way to square off the zipper tape without question or fail. So I love that. It's pretty beginner friendly. I'll show you what that looks like again. And then she just uses straight pins to hold it and then sews it into place. I don't want any extra stitching lines, so I'm taking my lighter and really melting that together. I've got this little extra, so when you take this off, it's all melted together. Okay, so what that looks like is you're gonna bring the front of your zipper tape forward at an angle. So this top raw edge to the side, bringing it forward. And this creates an angle. I've also seen people who like sew a straight line across that, but then you're gonna take that and fold it down. So that those edges meet up, and then this is a completely flush, like 45, 90-degree angle situation. And then what I like to use is a little rainbow hair clip to help me hold that down and in place. And then I'll melt it. Kind of get it going. And if I think it's too hot, I just rest it up against the edge of my lighter. Okay, so that is going to be where the zipper zip towards, what that area looks like. I do like to clip just in case it falls or kind of like melts away after a while. And then our zipper tab is just going to get folded over both sides of our zipper. Make sure it's even. Then I'm going to use 1/8 of an inch seam allowance, just going over the zipper tape and sewing next to the raw edge. So you can see the tab on the back and the front. And so that is our zipper completed. We are going to fold that in half, and you can make 2 little marks. You can crease. I would not snip unless you're also fray checking. And then when Shannon makes this as a wristlet, she actually uses a grommet, and you could absolutely do that. But I am just going to be using the zipper pull as my wristlet holder, my wristlet strap holder, because it is big enough to have a little snap hook through it. So I just marked out my centers. You can choose which one is the front of your pouch, which one is the back. You could line this with a jelly vinyl if you wanted. That would be really cute. I'm gonna add a name tag super quick. I have so few options. Like, I have a ton I want to use and I could use, and they're really pretty, but I'm like, is this the right project? I don't know. I don't think so. I have a ton of like cut and sewn by hand, so I think I might use one of those. Oh wait, here. Here's a rainbow cork one. I'm just gonna put it kind of down in the corner. Oh. I don't know. I could have looked. I feel like not is the answer. Oh, hello, Ben. I was like, where is space for me? I don't know if she adds any kind of a dart to the Aries when she makes it a wristlet. But I think that would look nice too if you wanted to add a little bit of a third dimension to this bag. Just gonna place that in the corner. Dude. Tell me you're not the baby of the family anymore without telling me. Okay. Just gonna sew that in place. And then I'm pulling my starting thread to the back by pulling on my bobbin thread, and that releases my top thread and pulls it to the back. Excuse you, sir. And then I can do the same for this last stitch as well. And then in the end, you should have all 4 in the back. You can tie them off. I feel like it's especially important what the back looks like when you're making something that's clear. And then I just took a lighter to the back of that. All right, so this will be my front. And you can use double-sided tape if you would like. We're going to clip our zipper to the top edge. And this is going to be like a 3/8 inch seam allowance. 1/4 to 3/8. And then make sure that the edge of the zipper tape stays lined up with the edge of your project and you're following that curve. I'm going to backstitch the start of the zipper and trim any excess threads. And then we'll fold this down and top stitch from the top side edge and press your zipper tape down. So we're essentially top stitching over where we already sewed the zipper in place and just gently pulling so that we can stretch our zipper and fabric to that curved shape. So our zipper might look a little funky now, but that's because when you've got it set in place, it'll have that cute little swoopy curve. And then we'll repeat those steps on the other side of our zipper, finding the centers. And the zipper should be like just nestled next to the corner curve, like the start of the slope. Now I'm going to open that up and top stitch that again. And so now before you do anything else, if you wanted to add a D-ring, you absolutely can. You'd want to do it now. But if you want to add a grommet, that's going to be the last thing. I won't have those instructions for you, but it would just be your basic grommet installation process. I'm going to line up all those edges. And then I'm just going to do a 1/4 inch seam allowance. If you wanted to do more or like a 3/8, you could. You would just trim down that excess. I'm going nice and slow around that curve, and I am going to trim down my seam allowance on the curve. And I'm just trimming away any threads and melting what I can. Okay. And then at this curved corner so that it sits as best as it can, just going to take the pinking shears very carefully. Make that a little bit smaller. Another thing we could potentially do is top stitch the side of this again. If you feel like you don't want any kind of a raw seam or anything like that. So I've opened it up. And I just used a clear TPU that's available on my website. We have tons of prints, we have coordinatings, we have regular clear, or we did, I don't know if we still do. You can open that up. It's so cute. I might actually use this in a purse I just made for myself, because I don't have like storage for like lotions and stuff. Or this could be like a diaper clutch, or just a fun little clutch in general. I don't know that it needs darts necessarily. You can kind of see how the shape of it kind of wants to sit open because of the curved zipper. It's kind of fun. Darts would look really cool, not gonna lie, but I don't know that there's room. So my other thought was if you can clip the seam together, maybe. You might even be able to top stitch this so there is no seam. I'm just clipping it. I don't know that I want to top stitch it. But you can also keep it clipped to like train the bag if you're not a fan of how it's sitting. I think it looks really cute though. And then with the templates, you could make a ton of these really quickly. I am hoping to do 2 more videos with the Aries pattern, 1 tutorial with the pattern as it's written. However, Shannon also has an incredible tutorial for that, so you could check out her channel. And then another as the modified Aries with just a recessed zipper. But yeah, we'll add a wristlet strap to the top. I like to just use the pre-made wristlet straps I sell on my website, and that is it. Like I mentioned, I'm only clipping it to kind of train the pouch to sit a little nicer. Other than that, you could top stitch, you could add some piping maybe into that seam and it would help hold its shape. Could finish it with maybe like a small amount of binding if you're not a fan of the raw edge. But I am really excited. I love this little pouch and being able to see what the shape of the Aries is going to look like and the size. So the Aries, if you haven't seen it, is 2 zippered top compartments and then 1 big open with a zipper pocket and then a magnetic snap. So it's a very classy bag and it seems really complicated, but the way Shannon has written the pattern, it's like 1 by 1 by 1. You just take it a little bit at a time and you can do it. So yeah, check out this pattern if you have not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.